Hey guys, it's Malonb or Malon from Facebook or MalonShop.com, and I'm here to do my Cast Off Crew Wednesday video. Let me start off with a couple of finished objects. I only have technically three finished objects, and let me show you this one. I know I showed it to you guys last time. It is my Linus scarf, the last one I was making. You guys remember this part, except for the purple. That's actually what I added. I had some leftover skein in this colorway, and I wanted a little bit more length. So I was like, I might as well just add that to it. This is made with Red Heart Boutique Unforgettable yarn. This green color is called Echo, and actually I don't remember what the purple one is called, but again, it's the same type of yarn, so it shouldn't be too hard to find out. But this is what it looks like. I have not blocked it yet. I have weaved in the ends, but I will not be cutting them off until after it is blocked. So yeah, I'm just waiting for that. Have to give myself a chance, but it is complete. The next couple of objects are two of the same, and they are video game related, again related to Animal Crossing. These are two more characters. It is a custom order from my Etsy shop, obviously. They look like this. I will be posting a picture up here of what they're supposed to look like, and so you guys can have an idea. But yeah, they look like that. Alright, I do have some whips going on, or I've been working on some whips. Let me start off with this one. I also did mention it to you guys in my last Cast Off Crew video, I believe. I'm working on an ornament for my swap partner. This is supposed to be Snow White. Right now it does not look like much, but once I add all the details, you should be able to recognize who it is. And I use for the inside one of those small styrofoam balls, just so it kind of keeps the shape a little bit more. Again, I'm pretty much done with it. All I need is the details, which are not going to be that many. So, and I think my swap is actually supposed to be out by the 10th. At least I think it is the 10th, so hopefully this weekend I'll get done with that. And I'll definitely try to remember to take pictures for you guys before sending it out. The next one I'm working on is a shawl that actually started this when I was on vacation. Sorry about the noise, guys. And I'm sure you probably remember, if you remember the video, whatever video that was. I actually forgot about it until I think yesterday, so I was like, I should definitely pick it back up and get on with it. But this is the Steam and Time and Steam kerchief or something like that. It is a free pattern. I will be linking it down below. I've made it once before, and it is a really pretty scarf, so looking forward to it. I am using the blue color is actually some Miscellaneous yarn I got, I think from a goodie bag. It doesn't have a label. I have no idea what type of yarn it is. And the white yarn, it's actually like a white with a black thread running through it. And this yarn is called, this is what it's called. I won't read it to you guys. But that's the yarn I'm using for the accents color. So again, I just recently started working on that. I'm also working on what's in here. Sorry, I'm just digging through my bags to see what is inside. Oh, this one, the baby, what do you call it? It's not baby sweater, but I was working on an item from this book. I'm sure you guys remember it. Let me just find it. This is it's called Thomas. It's supposed to look like that. And actually, I'm almost done with it. I finished the whole body. The only part I need to finish is picking up the neck and around the arms to finish the ribbing off, and then it should be complete. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. Hopefully it'll show up good. So this is what it looks like. Again, I just need to pick up around the arms and the neck for the ribbing, but it looks like this so far, and the back is plain. I really like the front. In general, I like it. but is this baby size? I mean, again, for you guys, sorry, I just bumped into a table, but for you guys who have kids, is this baby sized? Because again, it does seem kind of big for me, as far as what I think a baby size is. But since I don't have one, I have no idea. I did gauge for this. My gauge was right on. I actually ended up using a smaller hook than what was called for, again, just to make gauge. So I have not measured it yet, and I probably won't until I finish it completely to kind of see how much bigger it is than whatever the pattern said it was going to be. For this one, I used, I don't know if I have that. Oh, I do have a label. Barocco Comfort DK in DK Sports. That's what I used for that one. And the colorway was, yeah, I have no idea what colorway that was, but I'll show you guys the dial if that makes a difference. And I'm sorry if it's so blurry. Yeah, I don't even know if that's coming up for you guys, but it's this really pretty color. And actually the only different thing I did was via the pattern, you made the front panel and the back panel and then sewed it together. But actually I just made the body in the round, which is why you can see the stripes are a lot smaller in the body, because I made that in the round as opposed to just the back and front panel. And I kind of see why they made you do that, especially with a striped yarn. Again, because you can see like the thicker stripes up here. If you have made like the front panel first, for example, or whatever, the stripes would probably have been more, you know, thicker down there as well, as opposed to just thinner and then thicker, if you guys know what I mean. So that kind of made sense. Of course, I'm not gonna like undo it or anything, but you know, for next time, I'll definitely remember that. I'm almost done with that. I'm also working on, let's see. Oh, actually, this is another whip that I just need to put together. You guys remember I was working on a panel for my banner, or I was going to make it into a banner, like for my website. And I still need to take pictures of it. Again, I have not blogged this either, but I did finish the Goomba section. It looks like that. And I did finish it off. I decided that it will not be a cover for my sewing machine, which I had plans, or I thought it was an option, which it still could be, but I'm just not doing it with this because, as you can see from the end, I did some garter stitch, and that just made the whole piece, you know, like cinch in at the ends. And it's gonna be a little hard to make that a cover, in, you know, for my sewing machine or for anything else. So I'm just gonna make this into a pillow. But yeah, I do need to block it and take some pictures, and then I'll make it into a pillow. And that's pretty much you know, it's with this. I'm kind of excited I finished it. I'm not really that happy with the Goombas. I could have used like a better character, kind of, you know, like the others are pretty simple. So I don't know, I'm not that excited about the Goombas, but you know, for next time, I can always make more later. Was there another piece that I'm working on? I don't think I have it here, but I was working on, or I am actually still working on my sweater vest looking thing. I don't even know if you guys remember it because it's been a while since I've showed it, or maybe did I show it last time? I don't even remember if I showed it last time, but I don't know if you guys even know like what it's supposed to be. I actually did finish both of the panels, and then you just sew both panels together to make the sweater thing or the vest looking thing. I have finished the panels. I have just not sewn it together, so definitely by next time I should have that ready for you also. If you guys are friends with me on, I was gonna say Ravelry, but it's not on there yet, I think. What I meant was Instagram. Yeah, Instagram. You have seen my pictures, or again, if you like my Facebook page, I posted pictures up of what I'm spinning at the moment. So far, this is what I have. It looks like that. And again, sorry guys if I don't know if it's even focusing or not, but I've been spinning some, let's see, actually dyed this up 4 ounces of this fiber, and I just wanted to spin something. This is the last little bit I have left of the first half. I have the other half. I haven't divided up yet, but it's still a lot to do. So this is the other half, which again is a lot. So I've just been, taking my time with that, trying to enjoy it. I have been enjoying it actually a lot. And sometimes, like when I wake up, I go directly to that for a while. And also, before work, I start working on that. And then I'm like not anxious, but I can't wait to get home to pick it back up. So I'm, kind of looking forward to it, which is kind of nice. So other than that, I have dyed one more skein. I know I mentioned it to you guys also. I made one skein where I tried to do like two gradient colors or whatever you may call that. It is dry. I have not skeined it up yet or made it into a ball. I actually don't know which I want to do because if I make it into a ball, I could just use it up now, but I don't know if I want to use it. I don't know if I want to put it up in my shop, so I'm still thinking about that. That way I don't have to, I don't want to reskein it and then make it into a ball if I want it the other way around, It's kind of like a waste of time, so just trying to think about what I want to do with it. I think that's it, guys. I mean, I didn't have that much going on. I did want to mention a couple of things to you guys. I was actually looking up how to measure yarn weight because you guys know I made one of those other hand spun. My last one was like a blue and white or blue and natural barber pole type of yarn, and I was looking up how to I guess put a weight to it, how to see what weight your yarn is. So as those of you guys who are familiar, you measure that by your wraps per inch. So you take the yarn, you wrap it around I don't know, a ruler or something like that, and it will tell you, or you can measure how many yarn wraps are in that 1 inch, and that will tell you how the gauge, I guess, or the weight of the yarn. Mine turned out to be a 9. If you remember it, there's a lot of thin spots and thick spots, but the average of the yarn was around 9, so that made it into a worsted weight. And I found this chart on Ravelry. I will be posting a link down below for you guys. It's pretty useful if you're making yarn or not, or just in general to know the information. But it actually got me thinking about Dana. If you guys know Dana Pittman, is that her name on YouTube? I don't know what her YouTube channel is, but Dana, I'm sure you guys know who she is. She was also asking something, or she wasn't asking, but I think one of her previous videos, she received a box from Yarn Box, and it said that it was, I think, worsted weight, but she thought it was a little thicker, and I was like, yeah, I think Aran weights, there you go. I think that fits in between worsted and bulky, so, that sounds about right. I shared it with her. Again, I think it's good to know for you guys, or in general for anybody to know if they're interested in just more info. And talking about info, I also found another website which you guys may already know about. It's called Yarn Decks, and I will also post this down below for you guys. It is really helpful. I actually found it because I was looking at patterns and I wanted to substitute some of the yarns, since like the Nor one, for example, obviously I'm not using the Nor yarns because I don't have any. So I was looking at somewhere where I can just browse and see what kind of yarn or how the yarns compare, more information, all of that. And I found this website. It's actually really helpful. Apart from telling you all the information about the yarn, it also shares with you all the colors, at least the ones I've searched. It tells you what colors have been produced or manufactured still, etc. So I just thought that was pretty useful. Alright guys, I think that's all for now. Let me just remind you about my giveaway if you guys have seen my updated video. If you guys have not seen it, definitely do. I was just a little too lazy yesterday to actually make a video. It was so hot up here that I just decided to make a real quick one, you know, without having to actually come up here and tape. But again, it is a pretty quick video. You can go view it. Just a little FYI or a reminder, I should say. If you want to enter, do not post a comment there. For entries, you have to post a comment in the original video, which is linked to the update, or also you can just browse my channel and definitely find it. The giveaway does end on Saturday midnight, so also keep that in mind. And I think the prizes will be pretty awesome, especially if you guys choose to get your own custom dyed skein or whatnot. And I will be going into that, into a little more detail about that whenever I post a results video. So again, good luck guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.